I'd like to talk about how to set up to the golf ball properly when you're doing your chip shots with a lofted golf club. Now in this case I'm using my lob wedge, my 60-degree wedge. This is pretty important stuff, this. I see too many people setting up with the golf ball a long way back in their stance, with their hands a long way in front of the golf ball, and then they're hitting down and the club's digging into the grass. That's a seriously hard way to chip the golf ball with a wedge. With a 7-iron you might be able to get away with it, but a wedge you're going to struggle. Now, you've probably heard the term before, which is called bounce. Bounce is the angle of the sole of the golf club. So it's the difference between the trailing edge of the sole and the leading edge. So it's this angle down this way. Now, it's there for a reason. We want to actually utilize that when we're chipping. When we swing down, that should really be the part of the golf club which is making contact with the grass. It shouldn't be that leading edge, which is what would happen if you had your hands too far in front of the golf ball and the ball too far back in your stance. So what I've done here, I've got an alignment stick to let me know where the ball is in relation to the heels of my feet, and I want it to be either in the middle or slightly left of middle. When I put my hands on the club and I put the club behind the ball, I want my hands to be directly over that alignment stick. I don't want my hands to be this way here, because that's going to make that leading edge dig into the ground. And there is one final tip here, and this is key. It's to do with your sternum. When I set up to the golf ball, I want to make sure my sternum is either in line with the golf ball or even slightly left of the golf ball. I do not want my upper body, my sternum, back this way. If my sternum is back here, I'm going to either hit the ground here or go straight over the top of the ball and thin it and top it. So, I've got the ball just left of centre. I've got my hands in line with the golf ball. I've got my sternum slightly left of the ball. And then we just do our lovely chipping action. Those keys to your setup are vitally important if you want to be a consistent chipper of the ball.